Hello and welcome back to my Cowboys family. Oh, every day it's something else with the Cowboys, huh? We're just packed full of news. So let's start off with Lucky Whitehead and that whole situation. Seems like everything Lucky Whitehead said yesterday about this being a mistaken identity was true. Today they stopped they actually dropped the warrant for his arrest because they had made a mistake. Unfortunately for Lucky, this cost him his job, smeared his name, and in all honesty, I'm pretty sure he's gonna, number one, sue the Virginia police for this whole mishap. For obviously it could hurt his career, his livelihood. So that's number one. Number two, he's probably gonna file a grievance against the Cowboys and the NFL through the NFLPA, the Players Association, and probably going to win some money there too. And on top of that, the Giants are looking already. I mean, these are things I'm hearing, but I'm hearing the Giants are looking to sign him. So not only for his skills, which I still believe are subpar as a returner and especially as a receiver, but more to get like our game plan, our more to know about us, the Cowboys. So I wouldn't doubt the Giants pulling something like that. So the only thing that really bothers me as far as the Cowboys side of things, aside from the rush to judgment, which again, I truly believe that Lucky Whitehead was not going to make the team, and that Ryan Switzer already had beaten him out for that spot. It was just basically going through the training camp and just having another body there to compete with him. But because of that whole situation yesterday, and Garrett, our head coach, Jason Garrett, being kind of caught off guard at the first day of training camp, about this situation, he was just making comments like, this is, we have standards here and all this stuff. And again, I'm not saying that all these things going on around the Cowboys right now is by 6 or 7 incidents. You just can't start setting a standard now and saying something so kind of hypocritical when you have these other things still going out there. And again, I'm not a big fan of Garrett, so don't expect me to take his side on many of these things. Now, I'm not a big fan of Jerry Jones in the sense of, his whole control the team, that he wants full control, and he usually doesn't make the best decisions for our team. But he did say something that I do agree with about the situation yesterday or this morning, where he said that, it's a case-by-case situation, and this is the facts of the NFL and any business you're in, that the people that have more talent, the ones that are more important to your organization, they're going to be given more leeway. So it's kind of like what did he say? It was like a risk versus reward kind of sliding scale. So honestly, Jerry Jones is actually on point on that one. I do agree with him. And Lucky Whitehead was on his way out. They just needed a reason. Now, another one of today's just more recent stories just came out was that La'el Collins, our supposedly right tackle, who's replacing retired Doug Free, he was just re-signed for $15.8 million over the span of 2 years, which is pretty good. I mean, it's good money for him, and I'm glad that we're keeping him. Obviously, the Cowboys staff, having him on board for the last 2 years, have seen enough from him to say he's going to be a solid guy. Now, 2 years is not the same thing as what the other big-time linemen are getting as far as contracts are concerned, but it's still kind of experimental. But 2 years is a good, solid time with the amount of money he's getting. So I'm actually kind of happy that happened, and looking like he's going to be a real solid offensive lineman for our squad this year, and hopefully for a long time, but at least the next 2 years. Finally, I want to discuss the situation going on with our 3rd round pick from Michigan, our rookie, cornerback, Jourdan Lewis. So his case, his domestic abuse case, started yesterday, the first day of training camp, so obviously he was not there. He did not take the stand, which usually bodes well in the sense of that he already his case was a little favoring him. And let me just let you know what was brought out in the court of law as fact, or as statement, as legal fact, let's just say, as what was said in this in the trial. Jourdan Lewis was sleeping. He left the lights on while he was sleeping. His girlfriend came home, was highly pissed off that he was wasting electricity, They started complaining about the bills and how much it's costing, and they got into like an argument. He said he's out of here. She said, no, get over here, whatever. She was starting to like get in his face. He took a pillow and he hit her like with the pillow, like a pillow fight kind of deal. It wasn't a pillow fight, but he hit her with the pillow to get her out the way, supposedly. She said, hit me. He didn't. This is all he said, she said. Now this is a mixture of what kind of came out in the trial. And she claimed that he then grabbed her and choked her for 3 seconds and then walked out the house. He's saying he never did that. The part where it becomes kind of where she loses credibility is that she said that at first, and when the cops interviewed her and sat down and asked her about that, she said that never happened, that he never choked her. So obviously we know those things can change in the span of one of these accusation situations. Sometimes the women are scared to continue to speak about it. Sometimes, you know, they mess up and they perjure themselves in a way and kind of catch themselves in a lie. Either way, it definitely shoots down her credibility. And the fact that he didn't take the stand shows that maybe there's no need for him to take the stand. It's a misdemeanor charge. We'll see what happens. I mean, the jury is deliberating as I speak, so there should be a verdict very soon. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. I know the NFL Network is going to be playing more of the Cowboys training camp live today. So keep your eyes open on there and listen for the Jourdan Lewis verdict. This will probably be coming down very, very soon. And again, going on verdicts, we also still waiting to hear about the league's verdict on Zeke. Still nothing. So let's see. I still predict with everything that kind of as everything kind of is coming in about Zeke, I think that it's going to wrap up as much ado about nothing. So I don't think he'll be suspended. We'll just keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully none of these guys get into any more trouble, any more situations. So that's it from this side, and we're going to wrap it up now. Leave your comments, leave your questions below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and always and forever, go Cowboys.